Hey, hello guys. I don't have a full day plan, but I do have some tasks at the top of my head right now that I'm going to start with, and then we'll kind of see what happens as things go. Plan for right now. I'm going to put up my alphabet and I'm going to put up my color cards if I can find them. There are a lot of spots in this room where the paint is peeling or the wall is damaged, and I want to prioritize covering up those spots. So I'm going to show you guys a couple of those spots. So obviously this one's not as bad, but my board that I have here with my name on it is what's going to go here. There will probably be nothing covering up those three holes, honestly. This wall is terrible. It's going to have my sound cards over it, but I don't have my sound cards yet. I had to order a new set from the print shop. And then we have the peeling paint over here. This is a really small section. I think I'm just going to try to find or make on Canva a really cute reading poster and get it printed at the print shop. This wall is atrocious. The top half, I think, is where I'm going to put my colors. And then down here, my Chromebook cart should fit like right below the thermostat and roll into that corner, and it will be there almost all the time. So once I have that there, it will cover up the bottom paint mess. And we're going to put up these. But first, I need to find like the middle of this wall. So glad to be done. That was work. I always forget that when you staple things around the window that there's like a beam. And so putting the staples into the bottom of each letter was actually really hard. Plus I was trying to keep the staples on like the thin white perimeter. There's like a centimeter of white perimeter around each other. And I was trying to keep the staples in that so that you wouldn't see staples on the black because I don't like the way that looks. I need to go look in my bin of things that hang and see if I can find my colors, my color cards to hang those up. And then I'm going to probably put a border around that bulletin board. I put that paper up on the other end because that same bulletin board was in my room in the same spot. So I was like, I'm just going to take the paper and walk it right over and put it up. Let's see if we can find the colors. So I do know that somewhere in these cabinets, I keep all my stuff that I hang up or decorate with. Ugh. Okay. This looks like it's just supplies. I think this bin is where I'm gonna find what I'm looking for. Wait, I don't see my colors in this bin, and that scares me a little bit because I don't know where else I would have put them. Genuinely, maybe, oh, there's some posters in the drawers behind my desk. Maybe they're in there. Let me look in there. Okay, guys, guess what? I found them. They were in a drawer in my desk. I found my champs cards that I need to put on the board, so we're gonna do that too. Oh my god, it fits, you guys. I also don't think I need to stand on a chair. I'm just going to start it up here and go down the wall and fit what I can fit. I am a little worried that all the colors are not going to fit. We're just going to try it and see what happens. I think they're going to come pretty far down the wall, like past this thermostat. This is one of those moments where you appreciate being a tall girl, because I'm not going to lie, it is really nice that I don't have to climb on top of anything to do this. I'm a very Roy G. Biv girl, and I feel like the colors have to go in the order of the rainbow. And when I met my best friend and said, like, you know, Roy G. Biv to her, I think like the first time, she was like, what are you even talking about? Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. So that's how we're going to hang these up. Keep them really close together, though, so I can get as many in on this top half before I get to the thermostat. Seems right. I'm trying to cover up the paint spots, y'all. So, like, am I also, like, trying to keep these nicely together? Yes, but I'm genuinely trying to cover up the spots with the paint peeling. So you see like there's paint peeling there. I think that one's not straight, but whatever. Cover up some more of the paint peeling. Random tack in the wall. I think that's pretty good. I absolutely hate it. I hate it a lot. I may come back and fix. I think I want to put the black one more over and then put the brown one just right under it. I don't know, but we covered up a lot of paint spots. I know that it's not sitting perfectly, and that was intended. Like a lot of it is just covering up a spot on the wall that's peeling. We're just gonna leave it. It's been a little minute. I've gotten some random things around the room done that I did not film. So I'm gonna show you the couple things I did in the last, I think, this little happy corner of the room. I know I told you guys I was gonna put up my champs, and I discovered that these actually had magnets on the back. So I didn't have to tape them. I don't remember when I put magnets on them, but I did. Perfect. So a champs is up. I added a border to this board, and I always have wanted to hang this Be Happy sign in my room. I actually wanted to do it last year and didn't have a spot to put it because it also has to be plugged in. But I have an extension cord below here, and I kind of just ran the cord behind this board. And then, yeah, it works perfectly because this whole section is really off limits to kids anyways, because my desk is plugged up and the phones are over here. Like this is a no kid area as it is. So I figure it's fine. Let me show you a couple other things I worked on. This corner of the room, 2 lights blown out right here underneath it to let them know they need to be changed. My classroom routine matrix, that behavior matrix is right here. This is the school one. Down here, I added in my CK and B and D signs for the kids. Those are up all year. I found my marble jar sign in the same spot that I found the champs posters. I do need to change the sign because this says reward jar and that says marble jar. And I also literally don't have marbles to put in the marble jar. It's smiley faces. So I did make this myself on Canva. I just need to go on Canva, edit it to say reward jar. And then we are currently earning smileys for. And then I think I'm going to change this to a jar with a smiley face on it if I can find. So I laid out my influential people in the order I wanted them to go in. If you guys remember last year, they were falling off of this wall because I want to make sure they're going to stick with just regular packing tape. So I taped up only the first 2 Friday. If they're still up, I'll put up the other. I also went ahead and of those and put tape on the corners of this rug, and then I put book bins on top to kind of get it to hold. I probably will leave those for a little while. I don't know if the tape's even going to work because it wasn't rug tape. It was painter's tape. So we'll see. I think that's everything I did. Here's what we're doing next. Remember I told you guys that board by my door, I really wanted to put paper over it, but I'm going to have to cut the paper to fit that door. And that door is magnetic, just like this door. And I'm discovering as I'm putting things up, I do not have a place for my star students. So each week I have a star student, there's a poster, there's pictures, there's special items that they bring, and I don't have a place to put any of that stuff. So that said, I am going to take this door and turn it into a spot for star student. Good news and bad news. Good news is not only is this the perfect, almost perfect amount of paper for the board, because actually I'll have to cut it on the bottom. It's literally dragging the ground. That's the good news. The bad news is I'm almost positive that this tape is not going to work. As I was putting it on, I could hear it like literally unsticking from the better than paper. I can literally still hear it like crackling as it's like kind of peeling back off of the board. Now, here's the catch to that. I feel like I have to see this through and actually tape all the way down. Right now, those like 6 pieces of tape are holding this entire thing. But if I went through and applied tape on more of it so that it was being supported more, it might hold. But I don't know. Is it sturdy enough that it will still hold once I put a border over the top of it? I'm going to add some tape to this, and I'm actually going to leave it up here and see if it's still there come Friday. Okay, guys. I finished putting the tape around that door. I was talking to Ashley, and the decision was made that I was going to tape it. And then, assuming it's still up on Friday, Monday, I'm going to add a couple of magnets to just reinforce it. I'll put them around the edge, and then I will cover that with the border. So, I'm going to show you guys what I got done today, and then we'll close out. Here is the influential people that I'm going to finish, assuming that tape stays. I will finish it up either next week on Monday or Friday. All of this is still the same here. And then we have my classroom routines is up now. That wasn't there before. We have C and K, B and D, the marble jar. Champs is up here. I put the border on this paper and I added in my Be Happy sign. All of my desk area is a hot mess and I didn't do anything over there. Of course, the big project today was the alphabet. And then over here, I taped down the corners of my rug and then put these book bins on top, and I'm just going to leave them for now. And then I taped up this paper on the door. We're going to fix the wrinkles and all that stuff later. We just need to really see if the tape's going to hold. That's all that really matters right now. And then we have our colors up on this wall. I talked to Ashley and she said it would look better if I took the black, moved it over more to the middle, and then put the brown underneath. The brown I don't think is covering up any paint peeling spots, so it should be fine to do that later. So there you go. There's the room in all its glory and all the things I worked on today for classroom setup part 3. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I will see you in my next one for classroom setup part 4. And please like, comment, subscribe. Bye.